Hey everyone, welcome back to Grammar and Writing Academy, your destination for mastering English. Today we're diving into an exciting story that bounces right off the basketball court. Game by Walter Dean Myers. This story isn't just about hoops and scoring points. It's about life, pressure, identity, and what it really means to be part of a team. So grab your sneakers because we're about to break it down. First up, let's talk about Walter Dean Myers. Walter Dean Myers is an award-winning American author who wrote tons of books for young adults. His stories often deal with real-life struggles, identity, family, and tough choices. And Game is no exception. He takes us into the world of Drew Lawson, a teenager with big basketball dreams. Now, it is time to talk about the background of this story. This story is narrated by Francis, who moves to a new neighborhood and becomes friends with Sam, Clyde, and Gloria. He earns the nickname Stuff after he lies to his new friends about being able to dunk a basketball. To dunk is to jump high enough to put or stuff the basketball directly into the net. Sam, Clyde, and Stuff play together on their community's basketball team. Themes and messages. The theme is the deeper message or main idea of the story. In From the Game, it is about the ambition, identity, teamwork, and resilience. You have also to know that true greatness comes from determination, skill, and resilience. But success is also about supporting the team and staying true to yourself. Literary elements. Myers spices up the story with some cool literary moves. 1. Setting. It is where and when the story takes place, time and place. It includes time period, location, and social context. In From the Game, it is a modern-day high school basketball environment in Harlem. 2. Conflict. It is the central problem the characters face. In From the Game, we have two kinds of conflicts. 1. Internal conflict. It is the struggle within a character, like self-doubt. 2. External conflict. It is the struggle against outside forces, like competition with Tomas. 3. Point of view. It is the perspective from which the story is told. In From the Game, it is first-person point of view. We get inside Drew's head and feel his emotions directly. The narrator is a character in the story. He uses the pronouns I or we. 4. Style and tone. It is how the author uses language, word choice, and mood to tell the story. Walter Dean Myers uses a fast-paced sports commentary style. It looks realistic, intense, but hopeful. Summary. Okay, here's the quick play-by-play. Drew Lawson, a talented high school basketball player, is in the middle of an intense game. He's quick, skillful, and determined to prove that he's the best on the court. The coach has recently added a new player, Tomas, to the team, tall, strong, and good at the game. And Drew feels he needs to show that he's still the star. During the match, Drew thinks strategically, watching his opponents closely, timing his moves, and looking for the right moment to make a play. His mind jumps between the action on the court and his deeper feelings about fairness, competition, and being recognized for his talent. Drew takes pride in his speed and agility, weaving past defenders, making passes, and taking shots. He wants the win, not just for the scoreboard, but to prove something about himself. Even as he pushes himself to perform, he knows the game is also about teamwork, trust, and keeping focus under pressure. By the end of the excerpt, Drew's competitive spirit is burning stronger than ever. For him, basketball is more than just a sport. It's where he defines who he is and shows the world what he's capable of. After talking about the summary, let's have a look on the characters. First, let's meet the key players. 1. Drew Lawson, our main character. Drew Lawson is a high school senior in Harlem. He is confident, ambitious, but sometimes insecure when challenges hit. He's also smart, talented, and, most importantly, he loves basketball. For him, the game isn't just a sport, it's a ticket to college and maybe even the pros, but there's a problem. Competition. 2. Tomas, the new Polish player. Tomas is a tall kid from Poland who joins the team. He is skilled, tall, and unknowingly adds pressure to Drew's game. 3. Scouts and coaches. They represent the outside pressure. Will Drew make it to the next level? Through them, Myers shows us how competition can bring out both the best and the worst in us. Critical thinking questions. Now here's where you come in. Think about these questions. Drop your answers in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Are you ready? Let's start. 1. From what point of view is the story told? How can you tell? It's told from the first-person point of view, and there is a clear focus on the pronouns I and we. 2. How can one day make a difference in our lives? One day can shape our future based on the decisions we make. Many turning points in our lives begin with our choice on that one single day. 3. Name some significant days or events in our lives. They are such as a birthday, an important game, or a unique experience. 4. What does the expression "run out of our ears" mean? This expression means doing something many times. 5. What does it mean to be a team player in sports? A team player is someone who prioritizes the success of the team over individual achievements, collaborates with teammates, and supports others to achieve common goals. 6. Who is the narrator of the story? Drew Lawson is the narrator of the story and the main character. 7. How does Drew's inner thinking show that basketball is more than just a game for him? Drew sees it as part of his identity and a way to prove his worth, not just a sport. 8. Why do you think the author chose basketball as the setting for this story? Basketball is a fast-paced, competitive sport that reflects Drew's intense personality and ambition, making it a strong metaphor for life challenges. 9. If Drew were playing a different sport, do you think the story's themes would be the same? Why or why not? The themes of competition, identity, and resilience would remain, but the action and strategies might change depending on the sport. 10. Do you think Drew's desire to be the best helps or hurts his teamwork? Explain. It helps because he's motivated to succeed, but it can also hurt if it makes him focus too much on himself instead of the team. 11. What lesson can readers take from Drew's determination? Hard work, focus, and persistence are key to achieving goals even when competition is tough. 12. How does the author show Drew's thoughts and feelings without directly telling them? He shows them through Drew's actions on the court, his observations, and the way he describes the game's pressure. 13. If you were Drew's coach, what advice would you give him during this game? Stay focused on the team's overall win, trust teammates, and use skills to support the group instead of competing internally. 14. What does this story suggest about how people react when they feel challenged or replaced? Many push themselves harder to prove their value, but some may also feel threatened or insecure. 15. How is Drew's situation in the game similar to challenges people face in real life outside of sports? In school, work, or relationships, people may feel pressure to prove themselves when new competition arrives. 16. If you could change the ending of the excerpt, what did Drew realize or do differently? Drew could realize that his best performance comes when he trusts his team, not just his individual talent. 17. What does Mr. Reese do to surprise the narrator? He puts the narrator and Turk in the game. So that's Game by Walter Dean Myers, a story that teaches us the real meaning of drive, dreams, and determination. Remember, life is a lot like basketball. You win some, you lose some, but the key is to stay in the game. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more awesome stories, and share this with your friends. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep playing your game. See you soon. Goodbye.